So here is your Suburban and Rural guide to December's community event. Welcome mages to Zilman's Wizarding World, your suburban view to all things Wizards Unite. Okay, so we have Community Day on Saturday, which is like soon. Yeah, been super busy, obviously, and sick. If you've watched my other videos, it's a little bit later than I anticipated. But anyway, I think I've caught up on everything now. A part 2 of the Brilliant Event video will be coming out a little later. So this Saturday, December the 14th, 11 AM to 2 PM local time. Hopefully. We are concentrating on Hagrid's Hut page, the most difficult page, apart from the dragons, which is obviously difficult. So as you know, fortresses are a bit of a nightmare for suburban and rural players, because we are very often solo. So if you hate the grindiness and the RNG of trying to get main foundable rewards from fortresses, then it's time to get your walking boots on. All portmanteau distances are reduced 50% from when you put the key in. Now, we will have 2 special 1k portmanteaus. There will be a blue portmanteau, which will reward the Abraxan winged horse, and a silver portmanteau, which will reward the Hagrid's Hut Vandals. Previously, these 2 are only available in fortresses. Once you put the key in them, the walking distance will be reduced to 500 meters. So remember to tap Foundables very often on the map as you're walking around, because this will drop waypoints onto the map and make the distance measuring way more accurate. For more information, check out the card above. This will give you the details on how to improve the accuracy of your walking. And with these very short distances, it's probably even more essential you watch it for the community day. We will have spell energy on the map, which is always very nice. There wasn't a huge amount of it last time, so, you know, but better than nothing. Tonic for trace detection will have a higher chance of showing Hagrid, the Baby Norwegian Ridgeback, and a Buckbeak. However, when we had the potions classroom, the ratio of each was not changed. So we had 1 million Snapes. So if we carry this over to how many I have seen, we will be looking at 64% Norwegian Ridgeback spawns, 24% Hagrid spawns, and 12% Buckbeak spawns. So you're looking at just over 1 in 10 spawns will be Buckbeak. So that's going to be our bottleneck. I foresee this going very much the way of the Snape one. Well, we're just getting Foundables that we don't need and really wanting to get those Buckbeaks. So I think it could be a little bit frustrating. If you like XP and Rebooks, then this is the event for you because there are XP based tasks. Unlocking 5 portmanteaus will give you 250 XP. 5 portmanteaus in this case is only 2.5 kilometers, which is quite nice. Return 3 Hagrid Foundables, which, bearing in mind that is 24% chance, that's highly likely to happen as well. 250 XP. Return of 5 Buckbeak Foundables for 250 Wizarding XP. Return 10 Charismatical Creatures Foundables is enough, 250 XP, and use 1 Brewfuse Brain Elixir for 50. You will not get this Brain Elixir as part of the free reward, so brew that one in advance. And while we're talking about Brewfuse Brain Elixir, it is 3 times XP during the event window when they are running. So it's definitely worth getting your few up. If you want to cover the entire event, you'll need 6. Now, this is the fun one and slightly controversial piece of advice. The free store pack will have 2 silver keys and a potent Extimulo. Now, I am not going to use the silver keys in this event because it's only 500 meters for a Portkey. I'm going to keep my silver keys for the Brilliant event when it starts because I can get 2 extra 3Ks running at the same time. So, somewhat more efficient use of my silver keys. Now, if you have a 10 kilometer portmanteau knocking around, start it just before the event ends, because that will halve it to 5 kilometers. So set an alarm for this, otherwise you'll forget. Well, I would forget. Trace detection tonic seems to be a must for this event. You want 6 to cover the entire duration. Now, Buckbeak is probably going to be very, very flighty, so Dawdle Drafts will becoming very useful. So if you can get a few of those under your belt before the event, that'd be very good. Extimulos to increase your chance of catching said Buckbeak and others. And then Brain Elixir for the XP, 6 for the whole event. Now I would prioritise the others ahead of this. After all, you can get XP any day of the week. But if you lose a Buckbeak because you didn't have a Dawdle Draft or an Extimulo potion, then you're going to be pretty darn mad. So I would suggest, if you have limited amount of potions you can brew, then Brain Elixir should be kind of last on your list. So this is probably the most suburban and rural friendly event that we've had in a long time. It's totally soloable, and having a group gives you absolutely no advantage whatsoever. There are no fortress encounters and no boost from Dark Detectors. So this is more of a level playing field, really. So us as suburban players, we can't complain about this mod whatsoever. So it's totally all our fault. Now, in my registry, I don't need Hagrid, and I'm pretty sure most of you don't need Hagrid either, and I have 8 out of 8 Norwegian Ridgeback babies. I'm probably going to see a lot of those too during this event, which I won't need. But the Portkeys are the main thing, because we can get that Braxton Wings Force. I only have 3 out of 15 of those, and I only have 5 out of 15 Hagrid's huts. So this is kind of where I'm going to concentrate on, is getting those Portkeys and just keep walking. I have 3 out of 11 Buttbeaks. If I get the 7 Buttbeaks I need, I'll be very happy. If I can get this thing to silver, I'll consider it a very good success. I'm also very tempted to gather as many Portkeys as possible for the end. It's very tempting to do that because they'll keep hatching those fortress foundables after the event has finished. Okay, it'll take me 1k to walk them off instead of 500 meters, but you know, 1k walking for a fortress exclusive foundable. The amount of RNG there is in a fortress, it's kind of like, it's a no-brainer to try and keep them all. The problem is, we'll have to walk them all off before the brilliant event starts again, and then we have to do all the walking for that. Now, last brilliant event had a open portmanteau task, which had to be completed in that window, and it was the last brilliant task as well, so it was really annoying. Anywho, so we can never really predict when the open portmanteau task is A, going to be there, unless you do the spoilers, or B, when it's actually going to arrive. I can easily do 2 to 4k before needing to open portmanteaus in a brilliant event, so I think I might just ram my portmanteau storage up with those silver and blue portmanteaus. So let me know below what you are doing for community day. If you are a lot of my suburban followers, you're probably walking around on your own like me, or I'm walking around with my wife actually, which is why, you know, it's not a big team, but I'm walking around on my own. So yeah, I actually have a baby Christmas party thing going on. We starts at 1 o'clock, so I'll be getting like an hour and a half in. So I'll be able to do half a community day again. Why is community day always on days that I'm doing stuff? It's really weird. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys are doing, what you think of this community event, and brush up on your spells. Get your wands ready, Wizards Unite.